Sound?
Rolling?
Scene 2A, take 1.
You gotta take his mask off.
Okay. Yeah. What was that for light purposes? Sit down, then stand back up. Sit down for framing, sorry. And now stand back up.
Microphone out.
Perfect, we're fine. And Dave's hand, waiting for Dave's hand. And action.
There. That better?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you know who I am?
Yes. Junior Calabrese. I mean, Anthony Calabrese, sir.
Good. Very good. You know me.
Yes, sir. Everybody knows you.
And what is your name?
Tommy. Tommy Ryan.
Ryan. An Irish boy.
Yes, sir, I am.
Tom, do you know why they call me Junior?
Because of your father.
That's exactly right. My father is Anthony Calabrese Sr. Well, not always. There was a time when my grandfather was alive and he was Anthony Calabrese Sr. And they called my father J.R. And then when I came along, they called me Junior to avoid confusion. And then my son was born. And we call him Anthony Calabrese. And someday, we'll call him J.R. It's the way my father wants it. It's a tradition. It bonds us like a family. La familia. Do you have a family, Tom?
No, sir. Not yet.
Well, you're probably wondering why you're here.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you. It came to our attention that you and a friend were working in our area, breaking into homes and stealing everything that wasn't nailed down.
But see, sir,
I'm not done. So you and your friend, what was his name? What was his name?
Doug. Doug Dugan.
Dugan. Another Irish boy. Seems like you Irish boys like to steal from Italian neighborhoods.
Sir, we were good.
There are rules. First rule. You never do anything without permission.
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with that rule?
Yes, sir.
Second rule. You always pay respect to the family. Are you familiar with that rule?
Yes, sir.
third rule. You make a contribution. 30% of whatever you take. Are you familiar with that rule?
Yes, sir.
You know these rules, but yet you pay no respect.
But sir, we were gonna,
And you did not ask for permission.
sir, we were gonna tell you when,
You have taken something so simple and now have made it complicated. What was your take?
cash and jewelry, about $8,000.
$8,000. Where is it?
In a room I'm renting at the Biltmore.
At the Biltmore. I have to confess something to you. And I'm ashamed to say this. But it took a while to figure out who you boys were. That wasn't until about 3 nights ago when you decided to burn the house down that you robbed. That was you, wasn't it?
We had no choice. We had to.
You need to tell me why you had to.
You see, sir, when we broke in, what we didn't realize is that the man was still awake, and he had a gun, and he started shooting. He had Doug in the leg, and Doug shot him. He was self-defense. And then the wife came downstairs screaming, and she went to go for Doug's gun, and she got shot.
So you shot them both.
It was self-defense.
Why did you burn it?
We panicked. Doug's blood, it was everywhere. And there were fingerprints. Doug's fingerprints were everywhere. We had no choice.
What type of jewelry was it?
Rings, watches, and a necklace.
What did you do with it?
Popped it.
Where?
I don't know. Someplace downtown on Houston.
On Houston.
Yeah.
Kruger's.
Yeah, that's it. Kruger's.
We got to cut
What was that?
because we're off. We're completely off.
How,
The only thing we missed was, but you still managed to grab
Right.
some cash and
Well,
jewelry.
it was,
oh, don't cut just yet. Should,
Right,
can we
right,
just go
exactly.
back on the same run and so the sound equals and
yeah,
everything?
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back to, and let's go back even further,
Okay.
because we missed this too. That was you, wasn't it? All right, so we're gonna go back to that.
Gotcha.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going back to. I have to confess something to you. And I'm ashamed to admit this, but it took us a while to figure out who you boys were. That is until, I gotta stop. Going off again.
No problem.
Try it again.
I'll slate it. Here. Okay.
I have to confess something to you. And I'm ashamed to admit this, but it took us a while to figure out who you boys were. That wasn't until about 3 nights ago, when you decided to burn the house down that you robbed. That was you, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, we didn't want to burn.
Tommy,
We had no choice.
Dave, we gotta go back. That was you.
Oh, you repeat it twice.
Right.
I got you.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
I have something to confess to you. And it's not easy for me to tell you this, but it took us a while to figure out who you boys were. That wasn't until about 3 nights ago when you decided to burn the house down that you robbed. That was you, wasn't it? That was you.
Yes, but we didn't want to burn it. We had no choice.
You need to tell me why you had no choice.
You see, sir, what we didn't realize is that when we broke in, the man was still awake. And he had a gun and he started shooting and he hit Doug in the leg. And Doug shot him. And then the wife came downstairs screaming and she went to go for Doug's gun. And she got shot.
So you shot them both.
I didn't. At least I didn't.
Why did you burn it?
We panicked. In Doug's blood, it was everywhere.
You couldn't have panicked too much and still robbed the house.
Grabbed some cash and jewelry.
What'd you do with the jewelry?
We locked it.
Where?
I don't know. Someplace downtown in the house.
On Houston. Kruger's.
Yeah, that's it. Cruz.
What type of jewelry was it?
Rings, watches, and a necklace.
Did you know there were children in that home? You must have known. It was in all the papers. Home invasion leads to house fire. 4 bodies of the Cafaro family found in the ashes of their home Sunday morning.
I saw it.
Robbery gone bad. Police suspect. Do you recognize this necklace?
No.
Don't lie to me. You hocked that at Kruger's. Oh yeah. Old man Kruger. He recognized it. I don't know why. He recognized it because he made it. He made that necklace. He made that necklace for my father. He made that necklace for my father for my son's first birthday. Read it. Read the inscription.
My grandson JR.
Louder.
My grandson JR. And your grandfather JR.
There were no 4 bodies to the Cafaro family. There are only 3. That 4th body, it was a friend of their son's. Anthony. Anthony Calabrese,
Please don't kill me.
my son.
Please don't kill me.
You killed my boy and his friend,
I didn't.
and then you stole this necklace from him.
No. He handed it to me. He gave it to me.
He was trying to protect his friend.
Oh, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Tommy Ryan, it's time for you to pray with me. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Pray, Tom. Pray loud. He'll think that you love him more. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And forgive us the evil. For thine is the kingdom,